Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? I hope you guys have fun and dandy. Guys, I feel a little silly about this moment. I was sitting here working and tinkering around with this old radio. It's an old 1948 or 47 Chevrolet car radio. And I did find there's a wire on the RF can needed fixed. It was loose. Actually, it was off. So I did figure that out. But I was tinkering with it and I hooked up the signal tracer, which I'm getting a little worried because my eye's getting very weak. But it is super. But anyway, I was going through it and testing and seeing if I could get any sound out of it. And, just in my zone, just thinking. And I checked all the voltages. I was getting 5.7, 6 volts on all the pins. And I'm like, man, it just don't make sense. These filaments should be lit up. And actually, I still don't understand why that, because they should only take like 6 volts, and they should light up. Probably, if I find the right wire to run the 6 volts to, they probably would. But I got thinking, I was like, but the rest of it needs at least 120, at least 110, 115 volts. And then I was like, wait a minute, I remember reading somewhere about a vibrator. And if you don't know what a vibrator is for radios, didn't make them very long, but it was made where it would set that. I wish I had one to show you, but it would somehow it would vibrate and it would boost up the voltage up to the 115 volts. And I was like, where's that at? And I looked all over the place on the radio. And as you see, there's nothing here. That we have a filter can. So I got looking. I looked this radio up. Hold on, let me get my other phone. I'll show you guys. Alright, guys. Here's the radio. Okay, on this side, it's the RF. That's, get the signal and everything in. Then on the other side, it says power unit. And that's why I didn't have this other piece to this. Because the other piece that screws into the fuse holder is the power unit. And over on the power unit, I guess where this part was so small, they couldn't fit the vibrator in. So the power unit's actually over here. And I can show you a better picture. It kind of shows it a little bit better on the back side. But that's what it is. The vibrator that boosts the power up to the 110 or 115 volts, I don't have. And, where I bought this radio at the antique store. So this is all was there, was this part here. So I kind of feel like I got ripped off, honestly. I mean, sometimes it's best if you don't know what you're buying, don't buy it. Which I'll know next time if I find another car radio to make sure. And actually, when I seen this, I was so excited that I found an old car radio. I wasn't even thinking about a speaker. But if I would have thought about not having the original speaker, I probably wouldn't have bought it, because it's actually a special speaker. You gotta have a transformer and everything. It's a pretty old radio. Only good thing I'll have with this, maybe I can get lucky and find the other parts. But let me go over here and show you. Here's a better picture of it. Right there's the vibrator right here. And up here's the transformer. There's the plug audio. That's where the plug plugs in for the speaker. And then here's just, like it says, RF trimmer. Power unit. So, yeah. We're not going to be able to get this to play, guys. So, I hope y'all enjoy. I mean, I enjoyed playing with it and everything. And I had high hopes of getting it playing. But if I had the power unit, I believe it would play. I do have a short coming in right here that's been really hard to find. I think it's in the potentiometer, because if I turn it off here, I got to play around with the wires to get the light back on or get juice to it. But yes, that's the ending on this one, guys. Till at least maybe I get lucky and find the other part of it, the power unit. And I'm glad I didn't spend a lot on that tube. I think it was like $12. So, but you know, I'm never disappointed in buying tubes because those can always be reused. And these are low voltage tubes, so that's pretty neat to have, because they were a lot of times, a lot of radios I work on, I need the lower voltage ones. So, but alrighty, this is a very short video, but I just wanted to let you know we're going to have to put this one in the bag for now, and I'm going to get Friday. I'm going to order the capacitors for my Zenith. It's hard to see, but it's sitting right there. I'm going to get the capacitors, and I got to order 2 tubes for that. But I know it's all there. So we'll get on that. We'll get working on that. And that was my first radio I ever bought. What really got me into this awesome hobby. And I just love the old radios anyway. But got me into kind of working on them a little bit. Alright, guys. I hope you all had a great Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing good and everybody's doing fine and everything's going your guys' way. Sorry that I couldn't show you that thing working. Like I said, we may in the future. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm actually going to run up to that antique store here in a couple of days, and I'm going to look around and see if I missed that power unit. It could still be sitting there, and surely if it was, if I missed it, that nobody would have just bought a speaker. But who knows? It's probably chrome. It probably looks pretty cool, so somebody may, because it's been a couple months since I bought that. Alright, guys. Until the next one, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.